Hi, I'm Carrie Mushaw, and I want to take a minute to talk to you about My Body, My Blessing. A year ago, I went to the retreat, My Body, My Blessing at Faith and Wellness, and Andrea and Aaron had put it on. And it was an amazing experience. Wasn't sure why I signed up, and I got so much gold. So when they asked me if I choose to help facilitate My Body, My Blessing in Canyon Lake, I said yes. When I was in My Body, My Blessing, we did a exercise where we traced our bodies and we wrote down all the beliefs that we had about our body. And I wrote down at one spot, it doesn't fit. It didn't really seem like much of a big deal, and as the weekend went on, my eyes kept going right back to, it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. And all my life, I remembered that because I'm 5'2", people would always bring me these really small sizes and go, this'll fit. And I'd say, no, it doesn't. And they go, yeah, it does, Carrie. And I go, no, it doesn't fit. They'd go, oh, yeah, it will. And this would happen throughout my life over and over and over again, and even as an adult. And it still seemed small. And when we stood up and we began to read our poster on what we had believed about our bodies, all of a sudden this memory came up for me of my grandmother having triple bypass surgery. And I recognized immediately that she had bypassed her heart's desire. I had a memory of my grandfather losing his job, and a story had been told to me about my grandmother just having to go in and go back to work and do something she didn't like, because you just do whatever you have to do to support your family. That's what you do. And then I had a memory of my mother doing the exact same thing when my father lost his job. Just do what you got to do. And I remember my mother being absolutely miserable and exhausted, but that's what you do because you do it for your family. And that didn't fit me. All my life I had said, that doesn't fit me. And I chose different career paths. And I chose to do things on my own as an entrepreneur and open a yoga studio. And I wasn't really fully aware that I was saying that doesn't fit me. And yet I knew I was doing things differently. And then I recognized that my grandmother and my mother had bypassed their heart's desire. And yet I had not. And I opened a yoga studio, and that was the belief that I was living my dream. And what I got in the moment, though, was, had I fully claimed my choice? Because when I owned the studio, I found that I was angry with, I'm not going to do what my mother did, and I'm not going to do what my grandmother did. It didn't fit. And I was mad about it, and I was just going to go ahead and go do whatever I desired to do. And the problem was the energy of that, the energy of being angry. And the question was asked to me, did you claim your choice? And I said, no. I was just too busy, I'm going to do it, which wasn't even allowing me to love my experience. So in my desire of stepping out to live my dream, I wasn't even claiming my choice. And I recognized in that moment, I had moved from the studio and I had stepped out into a whole new realm, and it was following my heart's desire. And after this event, I realized at that point that I still hadn't fully given it to myself. I was still pushing through it, struggling a little bit, getting a little angry, and having great moments, and then having these other moments again. But I was recognizing that my family had a pattern of bypassing their heart's desire, and my not fitting was not going to be enough. It was going to be for me to live my dream, to trust that my dream supports me, to live my heart's desire, and to only do what inspires me. And once I really gave that to myself, miracles began to happen. So My Body, My Blessing changed my life. And if any part of you has listened to this or read anything about My Body, My Blessing, and you've kind of had a question, sounds kind of good, not really sure, I'm going to tell you, jump in, because there is gold where you didn't even realize it. And once we bring it to the surface, that's when we have the power to shift it. So jump in. My Body, My Blessing, April 21st through 24th.